Every year, thousands of people go missing in the New Zealand countryside. It's the job of police search and rescue teams and the voluntary organisation called LANDSAR to find them. To ensure they keep their skills up to scratch, they carry out regular training exercises together. This is one of them. On a farm 15 k's west of Auckland, a very worried woman has been waiting for search and rescue teams to arrive.
Hi, sorry, your name is?
Elisa.
Elisa, I'm Delaney from
Hi,
Search and
Delaney.
Rescue. Hi. Look, I just want to ask you a few questions, get some information from you. So can we just go in here and it's a bit quieter?
Alita's husband is 12 hours overdue from a possum hunting trip. LANDSAR volunteer Delaney has arrived ahead of the rest of the team so she can get as much information as she can to make sure they hit the ground running.
I just need to get some details about what's happened.
He said he was going out possum shooting, so he took off yesterday morning. He had a backpack, it was black. He only took a small amount of food with him, and I think he had a vanilla up and go.
Alita contacted the police just over an hour ago.
Yeah, hi, Police Search and Rescue. Could you put a page down for the squad, please?
I'm the Auckland Metro Search and Rescue Coordinator. I look after the search and rescue for the 3 Auckland districts and ensure that when a search occurs that there's a response to it. And in Auckland we've got about 55 trained personnel on LANDSAR that are available for us to call on.
Since the call, a diverse team of specialists from all over Auckland have been preparing themselves to search for him. Many of these are police officers.
I'm one of 16 on the Auckland squad who is available to respond at any time. We carry pagers which are part of a local network. When the pager goes off, basically you drop what you're doing, whether you're on or off duty.
I've got a call out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Got all your gear?
Yeah.
My 4-year-old daughter is that accustomed to me being called out. She is inquisitive about where I'm going, but she knows that someone's lost and that Dad needs to go and help someone.
And the rest of the team is made up of volunteers from the organisation LANDSAR, including teacher Fiona Cottam.
Okay, I'll be there. I'm Deputy Principal at Epsom Girls Grammar School. Our family have grown up and left home, which is great, gives me a little bit more time to devote to things like search and rescue. I'm very fortunate to have a very supportive husband and a very supportive team that I work with. I think it's really important for girls to see women out there doing stuff that requires thought and skill and strength and fitness. It's not always very pleasant. My father says I have an affinity with hardship, so I really enjoy it.
I wanted to join Search and Rescue because I felt I'd gotten to that stage where it was time for me to give back.
It's an organisation where you have to decide how much time and effort you want to put in. Receiving that phone call that your help is needed. For me, that's where the search starts.
Hello?
Where all the training that you've done now comes into play.
Training's a real integral part of SAR. Got myself deeper and deeper into it and really enjoy it and feel you're doing some good for people who require outside help.
Within 45 minutes, a team of 50 people have turned up at the farm.
Right now, everyone's just arriving, and the first thing that needs to be set up is almost like a command post.
And it goes round.
The management will come in and they'll start talking to the relevant people, find out what's going on. Then those teams will be tasked with a job to clear a certain bush, looking for a missing party, and then we'll go from there.
Team 1, this is Base. Roger, did you copy?
We want to make sure that we're getting the details right, get it off the whiteboard, lost party, their details, making sure we've got appropriate gear if we do find them.
We have a search on for a missing possum hunter. He's been missing since last night. It has been raining all night. There are lots of creeks and streams, and apparently they're flowing quite fast and they are deceptively deep.
I must say that working with the police has been a really positive experience. Our leader, Dean, he's superb. I think he's worked really hard to ensure that the relationship between the civilians, like me, and the police is a really good one.
Dale's going to go through the details in relation to the person.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming. Our missing party is Ross Craddock. He's got black boots, Mendel brand, size 14. No medications. He has a black backpack. He was last seen at 07:30 hours yesterday morning out by his vehicle, which is the blue Grand Cherokee out there.
Navigation and first aid are your basic core skills.
Right, Fiona, your first aid?
Yep.
If he is deceased, Forrest and I will take over.
Yep.
Probably air support should be available today if we need it. So,
okay.
Yeah, if he's in a bad way, we'll be getting him out of there.
The searchers break up into their allotted teams.
Let's go.
Then set out for their designated search areas. Half a kilometre from base, Paul and Fiona's team reach their search area and start looking for clues.
We're just searching in a sort of a grid across the grass, so we're spread out in such a way that I can see the land sort of halfway between me and Forrest, and he can see to the middle, and the same on the other side. So we're just walking down here looking for any evidence that he might have been here. There are 1, 2 things on the list, like a backpack and a pump water bottle and things, as well as looking for the man himself.
But after 20 minutes, there are no signs or clues. But this is still vital knowledge, letting them cross off that area from the search.
We learn about lost person behaviour in the courses that we do.
When someone goes missing, different personalities can dictate how they will perform when they're lost. One of the roles of the police is to respond to suicidal people. In some instances, they will go to places where they're familiar with, such as a bush or a place that they feel comfortable and happy in. Generally, if they're driving, they'll leave their car, and there is a set distance that we will generally find that person, and it's within 100 to 300 metres of where their last known point. We'll just clear this grass line up into the edge of the bush, using the fence as one boundary, and then we'll get to the top of the road up here. And then we'll spin around and come back down, I think, and then that's one sweep done. We can say he's definitely not in this area.
Meanwhile, across the other side of the ridge, Dan Pahi and his team have found a footprint.
Same sort of boot.
It's smaller than yours, isn't it? So that's not...
It's not a size 14. No.
To the east of them, John Russell's team is about to tackle a bush-covered bank.
You can see in a fair way, eh? It's not too bad. It's a matter of looking for something that's just slightly out of the ordinary.
Tackling the toy proves rougher than expected, but this is just the sort of place the hunter could have ended up.
It's amazing how much more you see after doing the tracking and clue awareness, where you're actually looking for the smaller things again, like a stick broken in a particular way. Humans are the only things that actually cause U-bolts, where it's broken with sharp edges.
They have to check everywhere they've been told to.
No good searching an area and you haven't quite made the zone that the management team have sent you to, so that's where all these basic skills are so critical.
On a huge patch of bush and rugged farmland west of Auckland, several teams of police, search and rescue officers and LANDSAR volunteers are searching for a missing possum hunter.
The police training commitment is on an annual basis. We train for 12 days a year. Every month there's a day set aside for training. However, through that Christmas period we accumulate those days and have a national SAR exercise, which involves police, land search and rescue, which are our civilian volunteers, and also paramedics from St John's.
Hi guys, Paul, there's an object here. It's probably been here for a while actually. Is it worth taking note of?
We can certainly mark its position.
On the GPS?
But it's, yeah, I'll do that now.
Okay.
As far as the call-outs go for SAR, I'm very lucky. I've got three awesome employees, and if it's a search call comes in and it's during work hours, I normally ring the boys. With search and rescue, family comes first, your job comes second, and then SAR comes third.
Paul, we've got a vanilla up and go packet.
You haven't touched it at all? Nope. We'll just leave it like this for at this stage. Mark its position. I'll let SAR Base know that we've found this.
SAR Base, Team 1. We found a vanilla up and go packet. If people get lost, the best thing to do is stand still and wait to hear a search team, unless they're in any danger, or if they're in a place that they're just not going to get found.